Episode 2 of Unpacking the Drone Cybersecurity Advisory Circular released by CASA in March 2026. Hi there, my name's Tom Pills, the drone lawyer, and thanks for joining. Let's go. In episode 1, we introduced CASA Advisory Circular AC 2157, Airworthiness Cybersecurity of Drones. We also touched upon AusSORA, which is set out in Advisory Circular AC 10106, AusSORA, called Assessment Requirements and Criteria. This was released in April 2026, a month after 2157, the Drone Cybersecurity AC. But AusSORA does not mention cybersecurity. This is the apparent gap that I want to close. Is cybersecurity part of AusSORA? This episode gets a bit involved, so as Samuel L. Jackson said in Jurassic Park, hold on to your butts. If cyber is not in SORA, is it irrelevant? The short answer is no, and I'll explain why. So AC 2157, Drone Cybersecurity, and AC 10106, AusSORA, are two layers of the same framework, and it's important to understand how they connect. AC 10106 is the AusSORA document. It's how CASA assesses whether your drone operation is safe enough to approve. It tells you how to calculate your ground risk class, how to determine your SAIL level, and what operational safety objectives, or OSOs, you need to satisfy. Then you've got AC 2157, which is the cybersecurity document. It tells you what you need to do to protect your drone from cyber threats. The confusing part is when you read the AusSORA AC 10106, you don't see any mention of cybersecurity and think, well, the Cyber AC 2157 is irrelevant. But that overlooks how these documents are structured. AC 10106 AusSORA explicitly adopts the JARA SORA 2.5 Annex E as the governing document for OSO integrity and insurance requirements. That's stated directly in the AusSORA AC, and Annex E is where the detailed assessment criteria for every OSO lives. Then, in the JARA SORA 2.5 package, the international framework that AusSORA is built on expressly states that OSO criteria are contained in Annexure E, and Annexure E says aspects of cybersecurity and safety are addressed specifically in the SORA cyber extension. So those two documents are to be read together. So the chain looks like this. Your AusSORA application, assessed against the OSOs, the OSO criteria is in Annexure E of SORA, Annexure E references the cyber safety extension, and then AC 2157 tells you how to satisfy it in the Australian context. So cyber isn't absent from AusSORA, it's embedded in the framework it references. CASA just hasn't made that explicit in version 1 of the AusSORA AC. Yet. And here's where it gets a bit real. Right now, CASA is consulting on a draft Annexure A to the AusSORA AC 10106, and that draft Annexure A explicitly states that the JARA SORA Cyber Safety Extension lists requirements for cybersecurity for OSO number 5. The designers should satisfy the objectives for the relevant SAIL. So the draft Annexure A to AusSORA then refers to AC 2157, the Cybersecurity Advisory Circular. So when Annexure A to the AusSORA AC finalises, and CASA has flagged it as a priority deliverable under their RPAS Strategic Regulatory Roadmap, then these cyber-adjacent OSO requirements will become explicit compliance criteria in the AusSORA process. So over the next 5 episodes, we're going to break down the key obligations in AC 2157, the threat categories, the security principles, the risk assessment process, and what you need to document to satisfy those OSOs. If you want a head start, I have put together a compliance checklist that maps to the AC 2157 framework, and I'll put a link in the comments. Follow along. Next episode, we're getting into the threat taxonomy, the specific attack categories in the Cybersecurity AC to consider in your security risk assessment. Thanks for watching. The lawyer's in your corner of the sky.